My child, if you are standing at a crossroads tonight, unsure which way to turn, then stay with me for just a little while. I know you have made the list of pros and cons 100 times, and you still do not know. I know you have lain awake running the same 2 roads over and over in your mind, until the words stopped meaning anything at all. You were never meant to carry the whole weight of the future alone. You are allowed to ask for help. You are allowed to ask for wisdom. You do not have to have it figured out before you are allowed to rest. So take a slow breath with me and let the deciding wait, just for these few minutes. Before we go any further, hear this plainly, because honesty matters to me. What you are about to receive is an encouragement drawn from the Bible, a reflection offered gently in faith. It is not a private revelation. It is not a prediction, and it will not tell you which choice to make. It is simply the timeless comfort of Scripture, read kindly over you today. And there is one promise I want to build everything on tonight. It comes from the letter of James, chapter 1, verse 5. Listen to the words slowly and let them settle on you. If any of you lack wisdom, let him ask of God, that giveth to all men liberally, and upbraideth not, and it shall be given him. Read it again in your heart. If you lack wisdom, you do not have to pretend that you have it. You may ask, and the one you ask gives generously to everyone, and he does not scold you for needing to ask. Notice that. He does not sigh when you come. He does not roll his eyes at your confusion. In the Scriptures, this is the voice of the one who made you, inviting the unsure to come and ask freely. And tonight, that ancient comfort is being spoken over the one who does not know what to choose. So let these words come to you the way the Bible speaks them, as if the Father himself were leaning close to your weary heart and saying, "My child, I see you standing here. I see the way you turn the decision over and over, hoping that this time the right answer will finally appear. I see the late nights, the open notes on your phone, the same questions whispered to the ceiling. I see how tired you are of being the one who has to decide. And I did not look away from you. I know how heavy a choice can feel when you cannot see where it leads. You are afraid of choosing wrong. You are afraid of the road you cannot take back. You imagine yourself years from now, looking over your shoulder, wishing you had gone the other way. And that fear sits on your chest, and it makes every option feel like a trap. But hear me now, my child. You are not the first soul to stand frozen at a fork in the road. And the fear that says one wrong step will ruin everything is not the voice of the one who made you. Sometimes the weight you feel is not the weight of the decision at all. It is the weight of believing you must carry it alone. And that you were never meant to do. So let me speak to that exhausting loop you have been living in. The list of reasons to go, the list of reasons to stay. You weigh them and they balance. You weigh them again and they balance again. And somewhere in the middle of the night, the lists stop helping and they only make the room spin. My child, there is a kind of clarity that no list can give you. The Scriptures do not tell you to think harder until the fog clears on its own. They tell you to ask, to bring the tangled thing exactly as tangled as it is and lay it down before the one who gives wisdom freely. You do not have to untangle it perfectly before you come. You only have to come. And I want to name something the pros and cons have never been able to measure. There are things that do not fit neatly into a column. The quiet pull of your heart, the peace that rises around one path and not the other. You have tried to reason your way to an answer that was never going to come from reasoning alone. And so the loop keeps turning. because you keep asking your mind to give you what only peace can give. The wisdom the Scriptures promise is not merely a sharper argument. It is a settling of the heart. It is the quiet that comes when you stop demanding certainty and start trusting the one who walks the road beside you. You may not be able to think your way out of this fog, but you were never meant to. So if you are listening tonight with the decision pressing on your chest, this is for you. If you have been pacing the same hallway in your mind for weeks, this is for you. If you have asked everyone you know what they would do and walked away more confused than before, this is for you. If you have prayed about it so many times that you have started to wonder whether asking even helps, this especially is for you. You do not have to pretend you are at peace when you are not. You do not have to dress up your uncertainty to make it acceptable. Come as you are, with the question still open in your hands. In the letter of James, the promise is plain, and it is wide open. If any of you lack wisdom, let him ask of God, that giveth to all men liberally, and upbraideth not, and it shall be given him. Notice who is invited to ask, not the ones who already know, not the wise, not the certain, not the ones who never lie awake unsure, the ones who lack, the ones who are out of their own answers, the ones at the end of their own understanding. That invitation has your name in it, exactly as unsure as you are right now. You do not have to earn wisdom by being clever enough first. The Scriptures never say, figure it out and then you may ask. They say, ask and it shall be given. And I want you to hear the gentlest part of that promise again, because I think you have missed it. He gives, and he does not upbraid. He does not scold you for not knowing. Somewhere along the way, you started to believe that needing help was a kind of weakness. You started to believe that bringing the same question again and again would wear out the patience of heaven. But the one who made you is not annoyed by your asking. He does not keep a record of how many times you have come confused to the same place. He does not love you less on the day you have no idea what to do. Asking is not a burden you place on him. Asking is the very thing he invited you to do. I know you have wondered whether it is somehow faithless to feel this lost, as if a person of real trust would simply know, would feel a quiet certainty and walk forward without a tremor. But that is not how the Scriptures speak of it. The promise of wisdom is given precisely to those who lack it. The not knowing is not a sign that something is wrong with you. The not knowing is the very condition the promise was written for, so you may stop being ashamed of standing here unsure. You are exactly the person this verse was meant to find. I know there is a tiredness in you that goes deeper than the question itself. It is the tiredness of being the one who always has to decide, the one others look to, the one who cannot simply hand the choice to someone else. You have carried that responsibility so long that you have forgotten what it feels like to set any of it down. But hear me, my child. You were not built to be the only source of wisdom in your own life. The promise of Scripture is that there is a deeper well to draw from than your own exhausted mind. You may bring the whole heavy thing and ask, and let yourself be helped. You do not have to be the strong one in the room tonight. You are allowed to be the one who needs. So let me say something over the fear of choosing wrong, because I know it has its grip on you. You picture the wrong door, and behind it, a life full of regret. You believe that one bad choice is enough to undo everything good ahead of you. But the love that holds you is not so fragile that a single decision can place you beyond its reach. The Scriptures are full of people who took wandering, uncertain paths, who doubled back, who took the long way around, and who were never once abandoned in it. Grace is not a narrow ledge you might slip off with one wrong step. Grace is the wide ground beneath every road you could possibly take. This does not mean every road is the same. It means you are not walking any of them alone. So let me speak gently to the part of you that wants a guarantee before you will move. You have been waiting for the certainty to arrive first, the sign, the feeling, the undeniable answer that removes all the risk. And while you wait for that certainty, the days pass, and the waiting itself begins to feel like its own kind of wait. But the scriptures do not promise you a future you can see clearly before you take a step. What they promise is wisdom for the step in front of you, and a presence that goes with you down whichever road you choose. You may not be given the whole map tonight, but you are not left without light for the next small stretch of the path. And let me speak to the loneliness that has crept in while you have been deciding. Because the longer a choice drags on, the more it begins to feel like a thing you are facing entirely on your own. The people around you have offered their opinions and then gone back to their own lives, and you are left holding the weight after they leave the room. And in that quiet, a thought has whispered to you that no one truly understands how heavy this is. My child, hear me. You are not as alone in this as the silence has made you feel. The one who made you is not standing at a distance, waiting to judge the choice you finally land on. He is near to you in the deliberation itself, in the back and forth, in the very middle of the not yet knowing. The scriptures do not picture a God who waits for you to get it right before he draws close. They picture one who stays with the unsure and walks the long, uncertain road right beside them. So let me speak, too, to the part of you that is simply afraid to move at all. Because sometimes the fear of choosing wrong becomes so loud that staying frozen feels safer than stepping anywhere. And so the days pass, and no road is taken, and the not deciding quietly becomes its own decision. But you do not have to make the perfect move to make a faithful one. You only have to take the next honest step, with your heart open and your hand held. The scriptures are full of people who walked forward before the whole way was clear and found that the light came as they went, not before. You are allowed to move while you are still unsure. That is not recklessness. That is trust. And if the road bends in a way you did not expect, the one who walks it with you does not abandon the bend. So hear this tonight, over the part of you that feels it must solve everything before you are allowed to rest. You have been treating sleep as something you have to earn by reaching an answer first, as if closing your eyes before the decision is made would be a kind of giving up. But the scriptures show a different way. You may lay the unfinished question down and rest, and pick it up again tomorrow with a clearer heart. The world does not depend on you settling this before morning. The one who gives wisdom freely is awake through the whole night, holding what you cannot yet resolve. So you are allowed to stop deciding for tonight. You are allowed to simply be held. So if you are the one who has been carrying this choice all alone, this is for you. If you are the one others lean on, who has no one to lean on in return, this is for you. If you are the one who smiles and says you are fine, while the question quietly eats at you inside, this is for you. If you are the one who has begun to believe that being unsure means something is broken in you, this, especially, is for you. There is nothing broken in you for not knowing. There is only a soul in need of wisdom, standing exactly where the promise can reach you. I want you to think back for just a moment on the decisions you were once so afraid of, the choices that kept you up at night years ago, the ones that felt impossible at the time. And here you are, still standing, still walking. The world did not end on the far side of them. Some of them turned out well, some of them turned out hard, and you were carried through both. The hard ones did not place you outside of love. The good ones were not yours alone to take credit for. You have already survived the weight of choosing before, more times than you remember, and you were held through every one of them, even when you could not feel the hands that held you. And there is one more thing the fear has been hiding from you in the noise of all this deciding. You have been listening to so many voices. The advice of friends, the expectations of family, the version of your life other people assume you should be living. And underneath all of it, the loudest voice has been the fear of disappointing someone or falling behind or being judged for the road you choose. My child, the wisdom the scriptures promise does not sound like that crowd. It is not loud, and it is not frantic, and it does not shame you toward one door. The wisdom that comes from above is gentle and patient and full of peace, and it never arrives by way of panic. So when an answer comes wrapped in fear and pressure and the need to prove yourself, you may set it gently aside. The deepest wisdom rarely shouts. It settles quietly into a heart that has stopped striving long enough to receive it. You do not have to satisfy every voice. You only have to listen for the quiet one beneath them all. And let me carry you forward, past the choice itself, to the morning after you finally decide. Because part of what frightens you is the day you will have to live with the road you took. You imagine choosing, and then spending years wondering whether the other path would have been better. But hear this, my child. The grace that helps you choose is the same grace that meets you in the choosing. You will not be handed a decision and then left alone to survive it. The one who gives wisdom for the crossroads also gives strength for the long road that follows it. So you may release the fear of regret, because you are not walking into your future unaccompanied. Whatever tomorrow holds, you will not face it as the same lonely person who once stood frozen here tonight. So I am asking you tonight to lay down a few things you were never meant to carry. Lay down the demand that you must be certain before you are allowed to move. Lay down the fear that one wrong turn will define the whole of your life. Lay down the shame of being a grown soul who still does not know what to do. You were not made to carry those things, and you do not have to carry them alone. And about the choices behind you, the ones you still replay and second guess in the dark, hear this carefully, my child. You are not condemned to a life of regret over a road already taken. The scriptures promise mercies that are new every morning, which means there is fresh grace already waiting for you tomorrow, on whichever road you stand. Wisdom was never only for the choices ahead. It is also gentle with the choices behind, and that includes the ones you wish you had made differently. So lay the second guessing down too, not because it never mattered, but because it no longer holds the right to keep you frozen here. And let me return one more time to the heart of the promise, because I do not want you to leave here without it. You came to this crossroads believing that wisdom was something you had to manufacture out of your own effort. You thought that if you only thought hard enough, read enough, asked enough people, the answer would assemble itself in your hands. And when it did not, you began to wonder whether something was wrong with you, or whether you simply were not wise enough for your own life. But the scriptures lift that whole weight off of you with one quiet sentence. Wisdom is not something you generate. It is something you receive. It is given freely to the one who lacks it and dares to ask. So the very emptiness you have been ashamed of is the open hand that the promise was waiting to fill. You do not have to become wise enough to deserve wisdom. You only have to admit you need it and ask. So let me say it again, gently, the way you may have needed to hear it for a long time. You are not failing because you do not know. You are simply human, standing where countless others have stood before you. And the one who made you does not stand over your confusion with folded arms. He bends close to it and offers what you cannot give yourself. The world told you that strong people always know what to do, that the wise never hesitate, that good souls feel certain. But that is not how the scriptures speak of wisdom at all. They speak of it as a gift, poured out generously for the asking, with no scolding and no shame. So you may come to this crossroads not as a failure who cannot decide, but as a child who is invited to ask. If these words have stirred something in you, you do not need to do anything dramatic. You do not owe anyone a comment to make this real. You do not have to prove your faith to a stranger. But if you would like, take this quiet moment and turn it into a small prayer. It can be as simple as this. Lord, I do not know what to do. Give me wisdom and give me peace. There are no perfect words. The scriptures show people bringing their confusion plainly and being met in it. Your honesty is enough. And if someone comes to your mind right now, someone standing at their own hard crossroads tonight, you are welcome to share this message with them. Not as a chain, not as a demand, just as a kindness, the way you would walk beside a friend who has lost the path. Now, here is one gentle but important reminder, and I will not rush past it. Faith is a deep comfort, but it is not a replacement for good counsel and care. If the decision before you involves your health, your safety, your money, or your well-being, please also reach out to a doctor, a counselor, a trusted advisor, or someone wise who knows your situation. Seeking wisdom from God and seeking help from wise people were always meant to walk together. Asking others for guidance is not a failure of faith. It is itself a form of wisdom, and it is brave. And before we come to the end, let me ask one simple thing of you. Do not rush yourself off this crossroads in a panic, and do not freeze here forever in fear. I am not handing you the answer. I am not telling you which way to go or promising you how it will turn out. I am telling you what faith has always whispered to the unsure, that wisdom is given to those who ask, and you are never left to choose entirely on your own. You do not have to see the whole road to take the next true step on it. You only have to ask, and to keep your heart open, and to trust that the one who made you walks the road with you. The peace you are longing for is not the same as having every answer in hand. Sometimes peace comes first, and the clarity follows it, one quiet step at a time. So as this message comes toward its close, I want to leave one thing in your hands to carry into tomorrow. You are not as alone in this decision as you have felt. The promise of Scripture is not that the fog will instantly lift, but that wisdom is given to the one who asks. Whatever this season of choosing has cost you in sleep and in peace, the final word over your life is not confusion. The one who gives generously and does not scold is near to you in the very middle of your not knowing. I will not promise you which door opens. I will not pretend to know the things that only God knows. You have been handed enough easy answers from people who did not understand. And I will not add to the pile, but I can leave you with what the scriptures say with full confidence. If you lack wisdom, you may ask, and the one you ask gives freely and does not turn you away. So lift your head tonight, not because the choice is suddenly clear, but because you were never meant to make it alone. Take one more slow breath now, and let this be the truth you fall asleep on. You are allowed to ask. You are heard, and you are not alone in the deciding. If messages of hope like this one bring you peace, you are always welcome to stay close to this little corner of the internet, where we simply sit with the scriptures together. And wherever tomorrow takes you, whatever road you finally walk, may you walk it knowing that the one who made you has not let go of your hand. Peace be with you, my friend. Rest now.